EA is the latest company to lay off a bunch of their workers within the game industry. Sony did it just a couple of days ago, and Bungie did it at the start of the year, and there's been many more in between. And I do feel bad for all the devs that have lost their jobs just suddenly, especially at the start of the year. But alongside EA's layoffs, they announced the cancellation of an upcoming Star Wars first-person shooter based off The Mandalorian, which reminded me of something that happened over 10 years ago at this point, when LucasArts cancelled a different Star Wars game called Star Wars 1313, which was like a prequel Boba Fett game. You can see the similarities here, and the ties to EA become even more relevant if you continue to watch the video. So last night on stream I talked about 1313 and EA's amazing history, especially over the 2010s. I know this is sad because EA is another fucking games company, laid off a bunch of people today, which is very, very sad. I'm pretty sure I read this headline in 2013. EA was working on, I think it was EA was working on Star Wars 1313. Yeah, this was shown off at E3. I'm not sure if this was EA or not. But yeah, 2013. It was just a bounty hunter Star Wars game. It might have been EA, but the new one's just Mandalorian themed because that's the new hard. Because that's actually successful. I think 1313 was being made by Dead Space devs. Who was making Star Wars 1313? Oh no, it's just being made by LucasArts. Well, so I guess LucasArts was still making games themselves. It wasn't long after this that they became LucasArts contracted EA to make all future Star Wars games, but I think that's not true anymore, right? Because this was just before Battlefront remakes. 1313 was supposed to be revolved around Boba Fett, who's the same fucking thing as Mando. Because Boba Fett was cool then, but Mando's cool now. Okay, it's the same shit. Oh, Lucas was rewriting the lore for this game. Yeah, it's because they stopped making it. Yeah, this is when they stopped making games at LucasArts and licensed out the IP. Yeah, Electronic Arts would continue Star Wars. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this was before. Yeah, okay, that's why I misremember it a little bit, because this was the game that made them shut down and go to EA, not that EA was making this one. Okay, and EA didn't have a good rep back here then either. What was EA making in 2013? So what good games had they made around this point? No, this is when this was when FIFA started. No, this is when FIFA started. Ultimate Teams, aka Ultra Microtransactions. But they had good stuff around here, right? Oh no, the awful SimCity. The awful SimCity launch. But they had good, Dragon Age Origins is a pretty beloved game. Battlefield Bad Company 2 was good. Mass Effect 2 was good. Oh no, this is about the time Mass Effect 3 came out, actually, right? With creeps scrolling down a little bit. Okay, Dead Space had just come out, which is pretty well regarded. Crisis 2, Dragon Age 2. Shadows of the Damned is a really fucking good game. If you've not played this game, it's like a comedy version of Resident Evil 4. It's like a hyper comedy Resident Evil 4 clone, but it's really funny. If this game is backwards compatible, I have no idea if it is. This game isn't even out on PC. This game only came out on 360 and PS3, so I have no idea how playable this game is right now, how easy it is to play this game. But play this game if you can. It's fucking good. Mass Effect 3, no, this is 2013. EA had started. This is the downfall of EA. I think people don't hate it, but they were definitely disappointed by the ending. The bad Medal of Honors were coming out to try and compete with COD at the time. Bad. Ultimate Teams are in full swing. Dead Space 3 people hated. Crisis 3 nobody cared about. This is the awful SimCity launch that was broken on release and was super laggy and nobody liked. Plants vs Zombies 2, which was just a microtransaction crash grab. This was exactly the point when LucasArts joined in with EA, when EA started getting its awful reputation. Because before 2013, 2012, it was pretty good. It wasn't horrible, at least. Because the rep was Crisis, Can It Run Crisis? Yeah, those the sports games. Burnout games good. PvZ1 really good. People really like the Alice games. Dragon Age and the first two Mass Effects 2, the early Dead Spaces. Yeah, pre 2013, there's a relatively decent rep on EA's shoulders. Yeah, the sports games. The newer Medal of Honors one is good, but people. I don't think they weren't. They were not necessarily bad games. Just that people were playing Call of Duty and prefer playing Call of Duty. I think this is when the monetization of sports games started. People liked Garden Warfare though. I remember people liked Garden Warfare. Maybe 6 months ago, someone came into my chat and told me they liked my Garden Warfare videos or my Garden Warfare streams, which I've never done. I played this game maybe 2 hours back in 2014, and obviously Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2. Respawn have this lucky little EA pass that we like their old two games, and we like parts of Apex, but Apex has a lot of the EA grease hovering over it, you know? Whereas Titanfall 1 and 2 didn't have the EA grease, because EA can actually make money on Apex Legends. So, like, when they did that patch for Titanfall 2, like, a couple of months ago, I logged back into it, and it's really fucking fun, bro. Yeah, but this is, like, the first really bad Battlefield game. Was this before 4? I mean, 4 wasn't terrible, like, if I remember right. People really like Bad Company 2 and 3. But Hardline was awful. Do people like Inquisition, Dragon Age? I know people like the first couple. Like, nobody cared for this Need for Speed. Nobody wanted this Battlefront. Garden Warfare 2, nobody cared about. Bejeweled. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, nobody liked either. You liked Inquisition? Okay. Andromeda, bro. There's a very clear line at 2013 when EA stopped making good games, which coincidentally lines up with when they bought when they started publishing LucasArts games. You know what I do remember? No, when I was in sixth form, so this was when I was like 16, 17, 18, I had like a really shitty laptop to do work on, right? This is before the existence of the iPad, by the way, everyone. Okay, the iPad might have just come out, but nobody fucking had one. So this is like 2011, 12, 13. I had this really shitty laptop that between classes, I sat and played. I remember there was 2 games I played all the way through. In between classes, 10 frames per second. Batman Arkham City. I didn't play Asylum. I just played City. I just skipped straight to City because I guess I thought it was the newest one at the time. And Mass Effect 2. I played Mass Effect 1. I didn't play Mass Effect 2 anyway. I played Mass Effect 1. That like literally like 10 FPS on trackpad. But yeah, it's fucking sucks because apparently Respawn was working on a Star Wars FPS for a rumored bounty hunter game, and it reminded me of fucking 1313, bro. It happened again. To be fair, I don't know if this one was multiplayer or not, but if it was based on Mandalorian, if it was a first-person Respawn story game, it would have been really fucking good. Titanfall 2, it might be the best FPS story. FPS, like, first-person shooter story mode. It's so fucking good. And it's really fucking short. That's what I like a lot about FPS campaigns, is they tend to be pretty short. Just about having cool story beats and feeling cool and badass. And having cool, like, set pieces. And I think Titanfall 2 did that really fucking well. And Titanfall 2 is always, whenever there's like a sale on anywhere, it goes to like $5 all the time. So if you don't own Titanfall 2, next time there's a sale, just pick it up and buy it. It's so fucking good. It was probably the last amazing thing EA had their name on.